The night my son whispered 2 words that stopped my heart, the house felt smaller than ever. Soft piano under voiceover. Emily's voice is low, steady, but raw with a tiredness only parents know. I had been up late folding laundry. The kind of late night where your brain is full of to-do lists and tiny socks. Ethan was asleep. Jason was supposed to be too. That's what I thought. A beat. Sound of a hallway creak. A small, sleepy whisper. Ethan. Mom, who is Claire? Emily freezes. The camera closes in on her hands, still folding a tiny t-shirt. That single whisper, innocent, hushed, trusting, unspooled a thread I didn't even know we were hanging by. Claire. The name echoed through the kitchen like a dropped glass. We cut to a montage. Jason laughing in the kitchen weeks earlier. The smell of coffee. Emily setting plates on the table. The quiet text thread Emily thought was just work. Small, ordinary things become suspicious in hindsight. The way Jason's jacket smelled different, a faint perfume that wasn't hers, a missed birthday dinner that became work stuff, a drawer in the bedroom she'd never opened. Emily's voiceover, intimate. It wasn't fireworks or an explosive fight. It was a pattern, a slow, quiet thing, and kids are tiny detectives. Ethan saw what he saw, and he trusted the word mom more than the adult secrets around him. That night Emily did what any parent would. She asked their son about it gently. Ethan. I saw Daddy with a lady at the coffee shop. She had red nail polish. He gave her a hug. The camera lingers on Emily's face. Confusion, denial, rationalizations flicker like pages. Love makes you hopeful and defensive at the same time. Emily wanted to believe it was a friend. She wanted the explanation that fit the life she knew. Jason had always been kind, the kind of man who made pancakes Sundays, who tied Ethan's shoelaces with exaggerated care. But there were texts. One after midnight. Words that felt soft and private. A photo that made her stomach drop. Jason at a rooftop bar with a woman who leaned into him like she belonged. The more Emily looked, the less she recognized the map of her life. Confrontation scene. Tense pacing. Door closed. Emily. Jason, who is Claire? Jason. Fumble. It's complicated. There's a beat where he almost says the truth and swallows it back. When he finally tells her, it's not with triumphant bravado. It's with the tired monotone of someone owned by their choices. Jason. I never meant for it to hurt you. It started at work. It was stupid at first. Coffee after a late meeting, then a text, then... I don't know how I let it become anything. Romantic tension here isn't glamorous. It's the small, aching pull between the person you loved and the person who betrayed that love. It's the memory of their first kiss at a college party, the vows, the inside jokes, clashing against the new, furtive romance that crept into spare hours. Claire is a character in the periphery, not a villain with one-dimensional malice, but a person who became complicit in a fracture. Jason's eyes are full of regret. Emily's are full of questions. Emily's script for the next days is painfully ordinary. School drop-offs, bills, Ethan's soccer practice. Between these rhythms, she reads messages, counts missed timestamps, feels the weight of a life recalibrating. She imagines the nights Jason spent away and replays their last conversation before the silence. Voiceover to camera, intimate confession. There's a strange violence to finding out you're not the only one in your marriage. You don't get to mourn the loss all at once. You grieve in increments, over dinner, over your son's drawings, over the quiet places that used to echo with laughter. Friends and family pick sides, as they will. Some urge Emily to leave immediately, others counsel patience. She goes to the couch at 3 a.m., Ethan asleep between them, and realizes the stakes are not just her marriage, but the safe world she promised her child. Romantic tension shifts. It's now about what to do with the love that remains. Emily remembers tenderness. The way Jason used to hum when he cooked, the time he stayed up all night when Ethan had a fever. Those memories tug at her. Grief and love can coexist, and that complexity is where the true story breathes. The scene with Jason's confession is quiet, not cinematic. No dramatic shouting, only the harsh honesty of someone wanting to be forgiven and not knowing how. Jason, I'll stop. I'll end it. I don't want to lose you or Ethan. I'm so sorry. Emily. Sorry doesn't fix the nights he thinks it's okay to whisper secrets. Sorry doesn't undo the choices. She asks the questions that matter. Has it been physical? How long? Who knew? Jason answers, truthfully, painfully. He offers to go to counseling, to quit his job if she wants. He offers everything but time, and time is the hardest currency. Ethan's perspective returns in a tender scene. He hands Emily a crayon drawing of 4 people under a sun. "This is our family," he says simply. The innocence of that moment hits Emily like a lighthouse. Whatever she chooses, Ethan's world must be steady. There is no neat, cinematic resolution. The script doesn't end with a grand goodbye or a dramatic reconciliation scene. Instead, Emily chooses boundaries. She asks for space to think, for therapy sessions together and alone, for Jason to be honest in front of their son, and to accept the consequences of rebuilding trust. Love in this story becomes a decision rather than a feeling. Emily doesn't immediately forgive. She chooses to protect herself and her child, and to test whether the man she loved can become the man he promises to be. The romantic tension evolves into a quieter, more dangerous thing. Will their shared history be enough? Can apology be followed by action? The final scenes are quieter. Family therapy rooms where everyone looks awkward and brave. Jason sitting in the empty kitchen, shoes in hand, waiting to be judged not just by Emily, but by his own conscience. Emily puts Ethan to bed and prays, not for a movie-style miracle, but for clarity and strength. Emily voiceover, softer now. "I learned there's no single way to heal. There's no script a TV show could give you that will match the reality. What I did have was my son's small voice and my own choices. I decided to be honest with him in a way a child deserves, and with myself in a way I hadn't been." The camera pulls back. Emily packs a small bag, not to run, but to create space. There's no dramatic flourish, just a mother creating a safer margin. Jason watches, regret etched into his face, and reaches out as if to hold what he's afraid to lose. The closing line lands with quiet resolve. "My son whispered a name into the dark, and that whisper forced me to wake up. Betrayal taught me my own worth." That doesn't make this easy. It makes it honest. Fade to black. Text on screen. If you're dealing with infidelity, you're not alone. Consider trusted friends, Professio.